here we go. Michigan Futsal Factory with the kickoff to get us rolling. Dumping it long. Got a little back and forth. All right, first throw in of the game is going to go to Futsal Factory. Looks like we're playing with a 4-3-3 today. And they traveled to the Hawk in Farmington Hills to play Troy United at their home field. Quick cross around the middle. And Troy makes quick work of it, clearing it wide, and it goes all the way back to the Futsal Factory's goalkeeper to restart. Another long ball comes back the other way. These two teams are going to be feeling each other out for the first few minutes here. We got perfect soccer weather. A nice 60 degrees, cloudy, no sun, not a whole lot of wind. And this is pretty much what any player is going to sign up for if they could have an ideal set of conditions to play in. Got a turnover midfield. Troy starts to take it up the right side. That one skips off the Futsal Factory midfielder's foot. And we have throw in for Troy United. Take quickly flicks on, and now we're going the other way. Troy lining up here in what looks like a 4-1-4-1 or a 4-3-3, depending on how these guys approach this one. Looks like both teams starting with a flat 4 in the back. Again, this being their first game of the season for 2025 in the Midwest Premier League. Definitely not the first time they touched the ball this year, but first time under the whistle. Futsal Factory cycles it back to the keeper. Got a calm start here. Looks like Futsal Factory just trying to coax Troy up the field, create some space, but here's a turnover in the middle. Hits it forward, and here comes Troy United driving into the box. Here comes a cross. Dealt with quickly by number 14, Dono. Long ball. Might have been offsides, but we'll never know as it rolls out for a goal kick for Troy United. Starting lineup here for Troy United. At goalie, we've got Drew Swancutt. Across the back line, defenders Macklin Stover, John Nino, Matt Versteeg, and Matt Rafferty. Sitting at the 6, right in the center defensive mid position, Jacob Sliker, Clay Lafayette, and Diego Medel. There we go. Battling for the ball. Futsal Factory ends up with it and looking to make a quick impact. Little hold-up play. Finds his way up the line. Light cross. And it's dealt with again. Troy United tidy in the back so far. And this one rolls out for yet another goal kick. Wingers for Troy United, Luke Nicholson and Foster Garrett going to be looking to get up the line. And Salvatore Thompson up top. Here we go, ball's back in play. And Troy United works up the middle here. Jacob Schleicher with the ball. Knock it out to the left side. Macklin Stover pushing it up. And you'll see here the team's clearly already getting comfortable. Some quick play. And that's a pretty clear foul after the... That's one way to stop them. That's Ramos. Picks up first yellow of the game in the 6th minute. So, that might be the last tackle like that we'll see out of him. Troy United's going to restart about 45 yards out from the goal. There we go, number 12, Clay Lafayette, taking the free kick. Whips it in. Dealt with at the top of the box, but Troy United retained possession. Good through ball up the side. And we've got offsides. Fetsal factory ball. Troy United picking up possession. Ooh. We got a flag up for offside. Center hasn't seen it yet. There it is. That's our second offsides of the game, second offsides of the minute. That one was a lot tighter than the first one. Fetsal Factory's going to restart play. Tono puts it down, and we're back in. Switches over to the left side. Another long ball up the middle. This one finds a striker. He can be probing the box. Not a bad look, but the goalie's happy with that cross for sure. Picks it up, tosses it off to the left side, and we're right back in it. Ooh, nice turn, Troy. Coughs up possession, gets it right back. Here we go, playing out of the back. Troy United swings it along the back line, over to the right side, back to the keeper. And we swing it over to the left. Probing for a weakness. We got a long ball that just drifts over the Fetsal defender. This one trickles out for a throw. Troy United ball. Big throw. Some smart possession play here. Keep it off to the right side. And in comes the cross. Just over the head of Troy United striker. Big clearance. Troy retains possession. We're back in play. Offsides again. Another really tight one, but Troy's flagged for offsides, and that's 3 of them in the last 2 minutes or so. To the linesman's credit, that was about 10 yards in front of him, and he's right on the line, so I believe him. Ball swings over to the left side, and Fetsal Factory looking to move the ball forward. It's chopped out pretty quickly by Troy United. And they're right back in possession. Quick little triangle play, knocking the ball around, switches it out to the center defensive midfielder, who's probably going to be the offensive coordinator of this match by the looks of it. Everything seems to start through him. Oh, slide tackle. Fetsal Factory technically lining up in a 4-3-3, but it is a very conservative 4-3-3 at the moment, keeping a really, really tight back line. Wingers dropping in quickly. Troy United doesn't seem fazed by it at all. They just keep moving the ball around, probing. Another long ball over the top. Flag stays down on this one, but unfortunately ball rolls over the sideline. We got a throw in deep deep in the corner for Michigan Futsal Factory. Flicks it over the back line, but this one finds its way all the way to the keeper. It looks that Futsal Factory inviting Troy to step up and put pressure on him. Troy's happy to do so, and seems to be working pretty well. They've got a tight press, no players left unattended for, and we've got a second foul of the game. Troy free kick. Rafferty takes it quickly, back to Versteeg, swings along the back line. Really patient play from both teams. From keeping possession deep, moving the ball around, and then looking for that deep, probing pass. Some footwork from the Futsal Factory goalkeeper. Keeps the ball in possession, swings along to the left side. And here we go. We got an attack building here. 4-on-4. Troy puts in a tackle, retains possession. First shot. Easy peasy for the goalkeeper. Scoops it up. Probably giving his defender a thumbs up, but could be the striker too, because that was a friendly pass. Troy tiptoeing the touchline. Dono picks it up, and he's charging up the middle. His pass gets cut out quickly by Troy. And we got a counter of a counter. Brilliant through ball. Troy striker's got the ball, enters the 18, looking to get a little window, just a pocket of space to take a shot. Futsal goalkeeper comes out, makes a great play on the ball. Isn't able to hold on to it. And this one rolled out. Looks like we got a corner kick for Troy. Number 12, Lafayette, lines up for the corner. We've seen some great through balls already from Troy coming from this left side. Looks like, Macklin Stover and Luke Nicholson having some good looks through it. Header. Oh, cleared off the goal line. Goodness. Great header off of the corner. Beats the keeper. And Futsal Factory's fortunate that their last man back clear that one off the goal line, and the follow-up header just sails over the crossbar. Great opportunity, and well taken. Another long ball, cleaned up. Troy United back in possession. Lafayette leaves it for Diego to pick up, but again, tight defending from Futsal Factory. With the exception of a few long through balls and a gorgeous corner, Futsal Factory has been dealing with the patient attack so far. We got Troy United's Matt Rafferty stripping possession away. Long attempt, 35 yards out. Defender Thomas Dono doesn't quite make the contact he's looking for. Rolls out for a goal kick, and ball's back in play. 15 minutes in, and these teams aren't shy. We're going to have another foul here. Troy's getting another free kick. I think that these teams are, they're very familiar with each other. They both played in this league last year. And once you have an established team, you remember your opponents. And they know what to expect. It seems like the game plans for both teams have been pretty sound to start, generating some opportunities while maintaining a very balanced defense. Ball rolls out. We've got a Fetsal Factory throw-in. Their defensive third. These two teams sit fourth and, technically I guess tied for fourth place, having not played yet, this being the first game of the season. Fetsal Factory working the ball up the left side. Looking for a window. Troy's not giving it to him. Scoops up possession and charging back up the middle. Slices ball out to the right side. Looking for a through ball. Tiptoe on the line. No favors from the field. This one rolls out for a throw-in. Got another throw-in for Fetsal Factory. Thank you for joining us here at We Are Soccer live stream. This is filmed and produced by Point Images. That's Point with an E, Images. Streams can be found on We Are Soccer's YouTube channel. Fetsal Factory, long ball up to the 9, drops it back. We've got a through ball, and as expected, the flag pops up. Offsides by a yard. We've got some good opportunities getting generated here with these through balls, and we've got a very diligent back line. Hold that offsides line and draw the player off, but all it takes is one well-timed run, and it's a game of inches. Could be the difference between an opportunity and a free kick going the other way. Fetsal Factory drives it into the box. Has some physical defending from right back Matt Rafferty. Troy United's probing. This one may be off as well. Yep, here comes the flag. Again. Not by much. First game of the season here, mid-May of the 2025 season. And the timing of these through balls and the runs are only going to get cleaner and closer. Got a player, again, flirting with the offside line. Flag stays down. Cross comes in. Great positioning from the Troy goalkeeper. Scoops that one up. Drew Swan cut. Drops it to the ground. Long ball up to half. Just misses his target. And Fetsal Factory's back in possession midfield. Another through ball. Rolls to the keeper. Throw in. Fetsal Factory. Dono, pass back to the goalkeeper. Heart and mouth moment there for a second for Futsal Factory as Troy striker is very aware and almost catches up to that back pass. Another through ball sniffed out by Rafferty. Ball back to the keeper. Troy back in possession. Big switch. Troy right back. Nothing's on. Cycles it back to the keeper again. Another switch. Now we're tacking up the left side. Troy United. The quick give and go. Looks it off. There it is. Falls into the box. Big opportunity. Oh! Tries to drag it past the goalkeeper who just gets a toenail on it. Not sure where the ball ended up. The goalie's looking around and Futsal Factory goalie comes up with a big save. Defender scoops it up and clears it. Troy's back in possession. Another big opportunity for Troy. And we're inches away from walking it into the goal there. Here we go, first sub of the day. Troy is bringing on number 10, Coyote. Number 19 steps off, Diego Medel. Here we go, Troy. Up the middle. Sniffing around for another goal. Little contact. Referee's not interested. Ball stays in Troy possession. Great turn. Charging up the sidelines. There's a definite foul. Whew. Yeah, number 14 for Troy gets tackled on the sidelines. Surprised not to see a yellow pop out there. That one had some aggression behind it. Troy's going to be happy with this free kick location, though. Got some big players in the box ready for the cross. Referee counts out the steps. Lafayette waiting patiently for the whistle to get us going again. There's going to be a little bit of a wrestling match in the box. Let's see if Troy can make something of the opportunity. Ball in, near post. Takes a little deflection. Scooped up by Futsal Factory, who dumps it straight into the arms of Troy center back. Here we go, attacking up the middle. Big move. Oh, kick save from the goalie to cut out that cross. Really dangerous opportunity again. And Futsal Factory's holding on for dear life here as Troy is ripping them right up the middle. Another clearance. One in the air by Troy's Matt Rafferty. And Versteeg cleans it up, knocks it back to the goalie. Troy's back in possession. Nice and patient, not forcing anything. And they've seen the lion's share of possession here as we approach the 25th minute. Some crafty play on the line. We got a throw into Troy. Big throw. Looking to generate an attack straight out of the throw-in. Oh. Futsal Factory does a good job picking the pocket. Troy drops it back to the keeper. Swings it around. Now they're looking up the right side. probing for another window. Oh, no call from the ref. She calls play on. Looks like some extra contact. We've got a shot from 25 yards out that just kisses the post on its way by. That was a close one. Looked like Swancut had it covered. We had a possible foul in the build-up. Referee felt that it was in line with what she was going to allow, and almost got a goal from the attack. A lot of subs here for Michigan Futsal Factory. You got 3 players come off, 3 on, and we're back in play. Troy United in white, moving from right to left here. Got ideal conditions. Futsal Factory takes the throw. Troy picks it up and charging up the field. Gives him a little bump. Maybe he's thanking him for the ball. Gets cleared out. And we've got a Troy throw deep in Futsal Factory territory here. Ball's in play. Cross comes in. Dealt with off the head of the Futsal Factory defender. Got an early cross. Again, dealt with by Thomas Dono from Futsal Factory. And I think we've got our first foul by Troy for the game. Futsal Factory's going to take this from deep in their own half. Knocks it back to the goalie, and we're live. Ooh, we got a turnover in midfield. Pops straight to the attacker. Goalie comes out. These guys definitely made some contact with each other, and the goalie's happy to have the ball in his hands, but certainly paid the price for it. Clean play. 50-50 ball in the box. Didn't show studs. Great opportunity, and it's like Salvatore Thompson just going over to let the goalie know that it's probably going to be the whole game. If you come out for the ball, I'm coming for it. Futsal Factory, again, trying to clear it deep. They cannot seem to beat the midfielders from Troy. They keep picking these long balls off and quick to get back into the attack. We got shift left to right. Great shot attempt by Thompson. Takes a big deflection, and we have another Troy corner. But Troy's midfield is gobbling up these long balls and just sending it right back down Futsal Factory's throat here in the first half. We're a third of the way through this match. Lafayette takes a corner. This one deep, sails over everyone's head, and out of bounds for Futsal Factory throw. Long ball finds a Futsal Factory player. Troy snags it off of his feet. Futsal Factory retains possession. Now they attack up the right side. Rolling the ball forward to their attacker, but Troy's smart to it and again retains possession. TRY or yeah, thank you. Throw in for Troy. Not a foul, says the ref. Fetsal Factory trying to find a way out of their back line, and again, long ball right to Troy. The right back steps up and says thank you very much, rolls it back to the goalie. Troy's back into their comfortable possession, swinging it from right to left. Here comes long ball up the line. Not quite what we're looking for, just rolling out for a Fetsal Factory throw in. They take it quickly. Great recovery, run from Troy's midfield. And needed to, yep, little bump. Believe that's going to be a throw for Fetsal Factory. Oh, nope, on the ground. It's calling a foul. Doesn't make much of a difference. They roll it back to their back line, and Fetsal Factory's starting their attack. Oh, probably handball there. Not intentional, but Troy dropping in to make a challenge on the ball. Just popped up, hit him in the elbow. Quick whistle. We got a free kick 40 yards out for Fetsal Factory. Waiting for a few more of his players to join the fray. And here comes the cross. Troy United defender John Nino flicks that one out for the first corner of the game for Fetsal Factory. We've already seen a great corner from Troy early on, almost resulting in the opening goal. Let's see what Fetsal Factory has in store. Ooh, just barely misses the head of their attacker. Dangerous opportunity, but here comes Troy looking to take advantage of all those defenders being up in their own box. Long ball forward, that one's just going to be a little bit too heavy for number 10, Coyote. We've seen a great blend of attacks from both teams. Fetsal Factory retains possession, switching it over from left to right. Trying to find the best way to crack this Troy United back line, which seems to be a tough task at the moment here. Very organized, constantly shifting each other around, and once they get possession, they do not give it back easily. Troy knocking it around. Midfield, back to the back line, and just coaxing Fetsal Factory forward. Now when teams knock the ball around their back line like this, they're looking to change the point of attack, but also to draw the other team forward up the field and stretch them out. This creates some really great gaps between the forwards and the mids and the mids and the defenders. And every time you switch the field like that, the other team's making adjustments. So Troy's using that as certainly as part of their game plan. Looks like they just keep switching around calmly, and when they find the gap that they like, they hit it. And forward picks up possession. Yep, quick foul. Troy United's got a free kick here right around 30 yards out. We see another yellow card, this one to Thomas Dono from Fetsal Factory. So we've seen a few cards now. That one not a heavy challenge, but that delays the attack, and that is more of a tactical foul. Certainly stops the attack. Once you're on a yellow, though, it changes the way that you can really approach those challenges throughout the rest of the game. So here we are in the 36th minute. Troy United with a really delicious free kick position. Here comes the entry ball. Goalie again, quick off his line, parries it away, and Fetsal Factory looking to counter. That gets cut out by number 25, Matt Rafferty. Gives his fellow defenders a chance to get back and get set. Another turnover right in the middle of the field, and Troy's going to hit him on the counter here. We got a 3-on-4 opportunity. Number 7 rolling the ball in, cuts inside. Factory's getting their foot on the ball, but not quite winning possession. Oh, another shot. Looking to hit that near post gap, and Fetsal Factory just gets a toe on it, knocks it out for another corner. Yeah, Salvatore Thompson, and he's dangerous on the ball. Every time he picks it up, it looks like he's having his way with Fetsal Factory. Here comes the corner. There's a good one. Finds the head of number 26, John Nino. Keeps it in play here. Fetsal Factory looking to work it out of their own corner. Rolls out. Troy ball. We got a sub here. Troy bringing on some fresh faces. Joshua Reyes, number 9, and Danny Watkins, number 17. Looking to make a quick impact. Salvatore Thompson comes off. As does Foster Garrett. So 2 fresh attackers here to close out the final 8 minutes or so in this half. And that tells you all you need to know. Troy is keeping the pedal on the gas. Oh, switching over to the right side. Fetsal Factory trying to work their way up the field. And again, Troy United just muscles it off of them. Quick foul. Probably the softest foul we've seen so far today. But it's going to result in a Fetsal Factory free kick. Takes it quick up the right side. Looking for a cross. Trying to find the window. Cuts inside to his left foot. Takes a shot. Doesn't quite make the contact he's looking for. And Troy defending, again, snaps up possession. Ooh. Another foul. Troy called for a foul just outside their box. And that's going to be the first yellow card for Troy United of the game, number 14. '40th minute. Fetsal Factory having a quick powwow to see what they want to do here. as we walk this one out. We've got a dangerous opportunity here for Futsal Factory. Looks like it's going to be number 7. Whistle blows. We're back in play. Here comes the cross. Straight into the arms of Drew Swancut. Doesn't see anything quick on. Rolls it out to his right back. Pushes up to the right mid. Troy's happy to hold possession here and move the ball around. Big switch here from Matt Rafferty. Finds his left back, Macklin Stover, keeps possession despite quite a bit of pressure from Futsal Factory. And Futsal's pushing higher up the field now. And that's probably what Troy's looking for. You know, when you move the ball along the back and you're pulling their players forward, it's tougher to get it out from your back line, but if you do, you have acres of space. And Troy's sitting with 2 or 3 forwards at all time, just ready to pounce on a quick counter. Troy works up the right side, finds their center forward, number 10, Kayate. Still in possession here. Switches over to the left side. Long ball in. Finds the head of a Futsal Factory defender. They're able to clear it out for another throw. Probing passes. Futsal Factory with their whole team behind the ball and just giving the impression that they want to make it to halftime at zeros here. Their defense clears it all the way down the field, collected by Troy's defense yet again. Quick switch, and they're looking to attack up the left. And some stout defending by Futsal Factory. See if they can generate an attack, and gets fizzled out real quick. Troy's back in possession. That's been the story of the half, really. These through balls just aren't quite making it to the Futsal Factory forwards, and they're really not getting a whole lot of touches on the ball as Troy's midfield and defense is gobbling it up, holding possession and attacking. We got a long throw. Troy knocks it back to the goalkeeper. Long ball up to center forward, flicks it on to a on-rushing attacker who gets quickly into the box. Ooh, another quick shot to the near post, and great positioning from Futsal Factory's goalkeeper, Eric Pfeiffer. He parries the ball away for another corner. Dangerous attack yet again from Troy. Quick counter, sometimes finding that center forward's head and flicking it onto an on-rushing winger is quickest way forward. That corner finds the foot of Futsal Factory defender. But again, possession again for Troy. These long balls don't seem to be working for one team and absolutely seem to be working for the other. We've got another corner here. Close out the half. We've got what might be the final opportunity of the half. I gotta say, Troy, big cross in, goalie parries it off, and this one's gonna go out for a throw. So we're 45 minutes in. The end of the half will be at the discretion of the official, who is entitled to add time on for various stoppages, but you have to say that this may be the last attack of the half. Troy tosses a throw to the midfield, 360 play, and Futsal Factory can't get out of the defensive end. They win it midfield, and here comes Troy. Slices off to the left. Again, 7 had a couple opportunities each time, hitting that near post for a save. That one doesn't quite get the shot off, and we got a throw in for Troy. And that's going to be half. So again, thank you for joining us here. This has been, for a 0-0 half, quite action-packed. Both teams having some sniffs, and Troy a little bummed not to be up right now. Some great goalkeeping and defensive play from Futsal Factory has kept that ball out of their net. And this is brought to you, filmed and produced by Point Images. That's Point with an E. And you can find the live stream at We Are Soccer. You got 0-0 at half. Futsal Factory and Troy here in Farmington. And gold going from left to right. And Futsal Factory in all blacks going right to left here at the Hawk in Farmington Hills, Michigan. Troy gets play underway, and it is right back to the playbook, knocking it back to the goalie, working it up from the defense. And I'd have to say that first half was tightly contested, but Troy found the majority of the golden opportunities. And Michigan Futsal Factory fortunate to escape that first half without conceding. Some good goaltending, stepping up, taking out play. And here comes Troy again up the left side, looking for an early cross, and it gets sniffed out by the center backs. They go to clear it. Futsal Factory goes to clear it, and Troy's forward is all over it. Knocks it out for a goal kick. But some good footwork and crafty play from the Futsal Factory's goalkeeper, Eric Pfeiffer, and a goal line clearance from their defender early in the first half has kept them in this game at 0-0. Futsal Factory had a few chances of their own, many of them falling straight into the hands of captain and goalkeeper Drew Swancutt for Troy United. But they did have one shot whistled just by the post. But 0-0. Troy United driving into the box. Big parry save. Rebound falls to Troy United, who cracks it on net. And again, a Futsal Factory defender getting in the way and just clearing the danger at the last gasp. Great defensive effort by Futsal Factory to keep that ball out, because that cross and finish was looking to be a goal. Here we go. First corner of the second half. Troy United swings it in from the right side, off the head of the Troy United player, and cleared off the line for the third time today. Futsal Factory. Troy's back in possession. Finds it over on the left side. Cuts it off to left foot. Cross in. Just misses the head of his attacker. And the ensuing shot from 20 out sails through the uprights. Goal kick. Futsal Factory, who you have to say have gotten away with it again. They're back in possession though, and the longer this game stays 0-0, switching over, it's going to be Troy throw on the right side here. Clearance falls to Troy's back line. They take possession. Some crafty play from the midfielder. Switches over to the right side. and they're having some fun with it. Rafferty pops the ball up into the box. Cut out by number 2 from Fetsal Factory. This one goes out for a throw-in. That was Lucas Anderson who snuffed out that attack. But Troy causing some problems at the top of the box as Fetsal Factory tries to work their way out. They keep possession. Play a deep one up the field. Looks like Matt Versteeg keeps the ball in play, knocks it back to his goalie, and Troy back in possession and looking to create another attack. Working up the middle, nothing on. Patient play from Troy, and they find a great through ball. Look at the weight on that. This one's going to roll out for a goal kick. What a long ball. That is no easy feat on a turf field where the ball just seems to roll forever. And right back, Matt Rafferty seems to be putting it on a string for his strikers. Troy mixing up the attack here, going some short build-up play, and then they'll hit you with the long ball right when you feel like you're getting comfortable. Fetsal Factory back in possession. Happy to knock it around. Big, tall switch over to the left side. Allows the Troy midfielder to get underneath it and take it away, Joshua Reyes. Ooh, Troy almost caught possession there. They hold on to the ball, switch over to the left, and we are surging forward again on another attack. Number 7 finds his way into the box. Here comes the cross. A little long. Ooh. Number 9, Joshua Reyes, was ready for it. Hits his strike over the goal. He's trying to slice across the ball there and get some left to right spin on it and really power it home from the top of the box. Doing a one-timer like that takes quite a bit of skill and not the easiest shot. Fetsal Factory really not having a lot of time on the ball. Troy's got a full court press on him right here, and they win possession again. Rolls the ball forward. 3-on-3. Cuts it across over to the right. Shifty move. Low shot. Low right-footed shot from Joshua Reyes, and it just scoots to the left of the far post and out for a goal kick. Troy's wasting no time at all. Every time they win possession, they're driving forward. Fetsal Factory looking for a response. Back in possession. Shifting in and out. Finding some space up the left side. Quick little give and go. A little bit of contact. Not having it, says the center ref. Blows for a foul. And we have a Fetsal Factory free kick. Now it's a little far out for a shot. This is most likely going to be a deep cross to the back post. Number 10, Ramos on the ball. He didn't ask for space from the wall, so he does not have to wait for a whistle, which she's letting him know now. Here comes the cross. Troy says no. Sends that one out of the space with a header. crafty spin move here from Fetsal Factory, and Troy's goalie makes a big save, pushes the ball just out of his box, scrambling for it. It falls kindly to number 6 on Fetsal Factory, Thiago de Morales, and he whistles his shot wide. Best opportunity so far for Fetsal Factory, as the Troy goalkeeper just made a huge save and was out of his net. If that one finds the target, we might have been looking at the first goal of the game, but instead we have a Troy throw on the right side. Now, this live stream, happily brought to you by We Are Soccer, filmed and produced by Point Images, Point with an E, Images. Troy, long ball up, dealt with by Fetsal center back. No windows of play, drops it back for a through ball. See if he can save it in the corner, and he does. Rafferty with the ball on the right side, left-footed cross. Finds the player he probably wasn't aiming on. Number 7 cuts it inside with the left foot, and we got our first goal. Beautiful, beautiful play, certainly deserved. Troy United gets the first goal of the game here in the 55th minute. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. And Troy's been banging on the door all game. Fetsal Factory gets a body on it, trying to keep it out of the goal. It's been working for him so far, but this time it just deflects that ball past the outstretched arms of Eric Pfeiffer and into the back of the net. 1-0 Troy United. Plenty of game to play. The sun's coming out, and we've got some 30 minutes and change. Troy United makes the first sub of the second half. Number 18, Foster Garrett, speedster, comes on and replaces number 9, Joshua Reyes. That Troy United goal brought to you in the 55th minute. Number 7, Luke Nicholson. We're back underway here. Fetsal Factory looking to respond quickly. A physical challenge between two players in the midfield. Nothing of it. No foul here. We got a Fetsal Factory player drops to the floor. Just lost his balance there. Nothing doing. There have been some good, clean physical play for the most part. We got a few, extra infractions. Sitting on a couple yellow cards from the first half, but nothing out of the ordinary. Troy United throw. Ball at midfield. They're looking to strike again up the left side and finding acres of space. Troy drives it into the box, top of the box, fires it off to the right to Foster. He's going to drop it back to the midfield, misses his target, scooped up by Fetsal Factory, who mishandles it, and Troy's back in possession, 30 yards out from goal. Matt Rafferty on the right side. Quick little give and go. Beautiful triangle play here from Troy. Foster cuts over to his left foot, and that ball just ekes away from him. He's looking to cut in and strike it with his left. The ball just got a little bit out of his reach there and rolls out for a throw. Very similar to how that first goal materialized for Troy. Fetsal Factory is starting to push a little higher up the field. Natural reaction to going down 1-0. They're looking to tie it back up. And that leaves some gaps in the back usually, and that's certainly been the case here. Troy with some stout pressure. Great defending from Troy center back, number 26, John Nino. Passes it off to Foster Garrett. He's got a runner on the right. Looks him off. Cuts into the middle instead. We got a turnover here at midfield. Futsal Factory looking to make something of it, but Troy does have numbers back. Matt Rafferty picks up possession, drops it back to the keeper, dumps it long. Only finds Thomas Dono 35 yards out. He's looking for another shot. That's when it gets deflected out wide by a defender. Another ball comes in. Troy defense standing tall, sending it right back where it came from. Futsal Factory back on the ball, sniffing around the 18 on the right side. Goes for a low cross and dealt with again by Troy United. We're approaching the 60-minute mark of this game. We're about 2/3 of the way through. Action-packed match here at the Hawk on a beautiful May afternoon between two teams looking to make an imprint. We got a long ball forward. Finds a Foster Garrett. Troy's looking to do some damage. He's going to hold up play a little bit, let the rest of his team join in. Lays it off. Oof. Saves it from a goal kick, but coughs up possession, and Futsal Factory has a throw deep in their half. They're optimistically trying to convince the ref that it is a goal kick. And she's smart to it. Says, I don't think so. That's a throw. And Troy's going to step in here and try to snuff this one out, not let anyone out of their corner. Skewed clearance, goes out of play. Troy throw. 60 minutes in. Troy's up 1-0. Hosting Futsal Factory. First game of the 2025 Midwest Premier League season for both teams. So they sit tied at 4th. 0 points. Troy United's got a free kick, actually. Coming in from the left side. Just over the head of his onrushing attacker and into the arms of Futsal Factory goalkeeper, Eric Pfeiffer. Futsal Factory with a through ball. He's going to find it, and we've got the ball here in the right corner. Goes for another cross. Off the head of Troy defender. Futsal Factory back in possession. Swings it in from the left side now, and that's going to miss everybody and go out for a goal kick. If this result holds, it's 1-0. Troy United will pick up their 3 points and secure that 4th place position at the moment. A couple of the other teams in this division have 2 or 3 games under their belt. So doesn't mean much until we get a little deeper in, but you certainly want to start off your season with a victory, especially at home. And Troy United have come prepared. Strong defending, really, really fast, powerful attacking, and they got their reward. Looking to probe again. Got the ball top of the box, swings it off to the left side, into the box. Here comes the cross. Doesn't miss the defender though. Goes out for another Troy corner. Troy United looking to take the corner from the left side here. Going to be an in-swinger right at the top of the box. Oof. He's hunting for the head of number 13, Matt Versteeg, who gets a little bit on it, goes off of a Futsal Factory defender, and we are going to do it again. Another corner coming from the left side. Again, right-footed in-swinger. We've had a few dangerous opportunities created from corners for Troy United already in this game. And there's another one. They're getting their head on it, but it's just not on frame. This one looks like it got cleared out by Futsal Factory yet again, and we've got a corner from the right. If you take enough corners, one of them's going to bear fruit. Number 12, Clay Lafayette, jogs on over to the other side of the field. This is going to be an outswinger. Another right-footed cross comes in. This one deeper. Dealt with cleanly by Futsal Factory. But Troy's right back in possession and looking to attack from the right side. Rolls it out. We have one-on-one. Clay beats his man. Rolls it back to his midfielder. Oof. Almost picked off. There we go. Troy's being patient. Moving the ball from left to right, right to left, left to right. Dropping it back. Not taking too much time on the ball. Long ball in from Matt Versteeg up to captain Clay Lafayette, who tries to flick it onto Foster and just doesn't get enough on it. Rolls to the arms of Futsal Factory, who are now on the attack. Entering back into the attacking third. It's a tripped up. Easy call. Free kick. Futsal Factory. 40 yards out from goal. Again, judging from the distance from goal, you'd have to assume this is going to be lobbed in to some onrushing attackers, and they're going to try to do something to get on the board here. Sending in a sub, Nick Licari. To try to make an immediate impact. There's the clipped ball, easily dealt with a strong header from Troy's center back. We've got a throw at midfield. Futsal Factory swinging it from right to left. Looking to find a little bit more space than they've had before. Great sliding challenge in the box. Clean tackle by right back Troy's Matt Rafferty to break up play. It's always a heart and mouth moment when a defender makes a slide tackle in the box, but Matt made clean work of it to snuff out that attack. Futsal Factory back in possession now, looking to take on Matt again in the box. Cuts it inside over to his right foot, lays it off right in the middle of the box here. That shot probably looked a lot better in his head as it trickled to the center back. They're going attacking from the left side again, driving it into the box. Great broken up play. Futsal Factory having some success here. Moving up the left side, finding number 6, left-footed shot. Woof. He's hunting for the corner and not far off. Hits the uprights. Just barely sails over that crossbar. You never know when it's going to dip down into the side netting. Real nice, dangerous shot. That Futsal Factory opportunity taken by number 6, Thiago. Not far off. That was the first sustained attack by Futsal Factory today. They are hunting for that equalizing goal. Troy with a full court press, just swarming, and they win it. Here we go. Moving it from the center off to the right, gets broken up. Got a 50-50 ball. Fetsal Factory just barely gets to it first, knocks it off the foot of number 7, goal scorer Luke Nicholson. Goes out for a throw, and Fetsal Factory's back in possession, swinging it from left to right. As usually happens with some successful attacks, Fetsal Factory moving the ball with a little more confidence now. They know they belong on this field. Troy's right back all the way up the field. Into the box. Retains possession. Swings it out. They're sniffing around 30 yards out from goal. Trying to find their way in. Troy clips it into the middle. Almost finds Foster Garrett. But again, Fetsal Factory just can't get rid of it. Foster with the shot. We got goal number 2. Woo! Troy United doubles their lead here in the 70th minute. Capitalized on a one-timer. Loose ball rolling around 20 yards out from goal, right in the middle. And that is a dangerous, dangerous spot. Troy makes no mistake. Beautiful goal from 20 yards out, right in the middle. Finds that right side netting. That second Troy goal scored by Coyote. The 70th minute. And Fetsal Factory's got a tall order to deal with here. Playing away, down 2 in their season opener. Troy United starting to get a stranglehold on this game. They were pounded on the door all first half. Very unfortunate not to get one in the first half. They've seen 3 different shots cleared off the line by Fetsal Factory. Just goes to show you can't just beat the goalie, you got to beat everyone. And Fetsal Factory with a long ball up the left side, driving into the 6. Big save. Goalkeeper for Troy, Drew Swancutt, stands tall. Fetsal Factory's not out of this. They've been building some much more dangerous attacks in this second half than they had in the first. And that's Nick Licari driving up from that left side. They're starting to see some freedom coming in from the left. Licari drives that ball all the way into the 6-yard box, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, who makes a big save to keep a 2-point cushion. Troy's starting to work it back up again. A little pinball action, midfield. Thomas Dono sitting on a yellow, cleans that one up, knocks it back to his goalkeeper, and Fetsal Factory back in possession here. They got about 20 minutes to do something. Pick up a quick foul, and they can't wait 20 minutes to do something because they got 2 goals to overcome to get any points out of this one. Big switch from right to left. Doesn't quite find its mark. Gets snuffed out by Troy United's back line. Ball's bouncing around here in the midfield. And Fetsal Factory creating another dangerous opportunity. And linesman flags for offsides. Another close one. He's limping around though. Fetsal Factory, number 16, Yesayan, is not operating at 100% right now. Looks like he's dealing with a tweak. Gets the ball in midfield. Fetsal Factory starting to knock it around, looking, like I said, a little more confident. Despite being down 2-0, they're hunting around for that goal. And Troy United, as has been the temperature of the game, snatching up possession and powering up the field. Not a lot of breathing room today for either team. Fetsal Factory from the right side, big cross, too big, misses everyone, rolls out for a Troy throw. Quick shout out to our Troy United sponsors. We got Novi Health and Wellness. Offers a broad spectrum of services designed to optimize health and address the root causes of discomfort and other issues. This includes chiropractic care, massage therapy, acoustic compression therapy, nutritional counseling, and supplementation, as well as strength and mobility training. Novi Health and Wellness, your one-stop shop for personalized care. As well as Andrew Smith, State Farm. We want to be a good neighbor to you by making sure you have your most important assets have coverage. Give us a call today. Make sure you have the proper coverage for life insurance, auto insurance, home insurance, and anything else valuable to you. Thank you to our great sponsors, Novi Health and Wellness and Andrew Smith State Farm. Troy sends a deep ball up the field here. Right back into possession, though, for Fetsal Factory. Again, Fetsal Factory, the visiting team here in black, moving from right to left. They find themselves down 2-0 in the home opener, 15 minutes left. Troy United's had some stout defending and very dangerous attacking throughout this entire game. 0-0 at half, but that didn't last long as they found goals here in the second half to go up 2-0. First one coming from Luke Nicholson about 10 minutes into the half, and 15 minutes later, Coyote doubles the lead, snatching up a loose ball at the top of the box and ripping it home into the right side of that goal. '76th minute here. Fetsal Factory with a good free kick opportunity, sitting about 25 yards out, right in the middle. Looks like he's lining up to shoot this. Couple steps back. There's the shot. Low and to the right. Gets it around the wall. Not enough zip to beat Troy goalkeeper Drew Swancutt. You'd have to imagine Troy's going to want to slow this game down a little bit and get back to their possession game that they were really driving home in the first half. Because getting a little sloppier in possession. And here we go, Fetsal Factory with a cross in from the right side. Can't find their mark. And Troy is going to counter. Maybe. No, says Fetsal Factory, and they're back in possession here at midfield. Starting to see a lot more possession since that second goal came about. Pushing hard, cross from right to left. Gets snuffed out by the Troy defender, and we have a corner for Fetsal Factory. This one's going to be coming from the right side. Going to be an in-swinger. They've got lefty Nick Licari on it, who's been their spear point in their attacks for the most part. He's looking to generate an opportunity here with a cross into the middle of the box. Dealt with by number 26, John Nino, with a strong header. Another cross comes in. Also dealt with long ball up the left side. See if we can catch it. Salvatore Thompson can't quite get to it. Would have been one-on-one on net if he could. But that's the curse of the turf. That ball's going to keep rolling. Ball's going to move quick. Not going to hit any weird bounces, so pick your poison. Futsal Factory working the ball in from left to right. On the right wing. Big switch. Gonna find number 19, Cabeto. Gonna lose possession. Little push in the back. Yeah. Troy United. Number 8, Connor Henson disagrees, but might be one of the only people here who didn't think that was a foul. A little push in the back. Easy to see. Ref certainly saw it. Ball's back in play. Futsal Factory. You know, since that second goal in the 70th minute, Futsal Factory's seen most of the possession. And Troy probably doesn't care too much as long as it doesn't hit the twine. So here they come up the right side looking for a cross. Again, snuffed out by Troy's back line. Futsal Factory probing, trying to find a way in. Switches back out to the right. Drives it into the box. Good opportunity. There's the goal. They get one back. Futsal Factory dribbles in from the right side. Into the box. All the way to the goal line. Quick negative pass to the top of the 6. We've got a game on our hands here as we enter the last 10 minutes. Futsal Factory gets on the board. That was quite the crowd in the box there. Did not catch who scored that one for Futsal Factory, but 2-1. Troy still leads. Make a quick sub. Looks like the left back that got beat for Troy went down shortly afterwards, probably nursing a bit of an injury. May have played a part in that one-on-one play there. Troy's not rattled at all. They're coming straight back. And Captain Clay Lafayette elects not to go for that one. Realized he was in an offside position. Futsal Factory coming for another. Some quick link-up play in the midfield. Futsal Factory still got possession. Look up the left side. A little jersey grab there. Gets away with it. Matt Versteeg says, access denied. Takes the ball right off the foot of the attacker from Futsal Factory, and Troy is now in possession and looking to attack. Whether it was a change in game plan or a change in mentality, after that second goal, Troy seemed to switch it up a little bit and kind of ease off the gas. And it's only a matter of time in this league. You really can't give too many opportunities to your opponent because everyone has those players who are very capable of exposing any gaps or weak links. We got Troy United going to take a throw here from the right side. You know, final 10 minutes of the game. We got 3 goals here in the second half. This one's going to trickle to Futsal Factory's goalkeeper, who decides he's just going to go one-on-one with Salvatore Thompson, and you know, the goalkeeper gets exactly what he was looking for. Draws the yellow from Salvatore. He's on the ground. Hopefully nothing too serious. Certainly foul. And down a goal in the final 10 minutes. Can't imagine he wants to be on the ground. He wants this ball back in play. So he's feeling it. Salvatore picks up the yellow in the 83rd minute here. No arguments on that one, though. Certainly worth going for, because if he's able to snag that off of the feet of the Futsal Factory goalkeeper, Eric Pfeiffer, it's a third goal for sure. So he gambled, didn't pay off, picked up the yellow, but Troy is back in possession. Futsal Factory got a little pep in their step after cracking the nut and getting their first goal of this 2025 season. There's more work to be done for sure, as Troy leads 2-1 here at the Hawk. You can feel the intensity picking up here. Both teams know what's on the line. Futsal Factory takes a quick goal kick off to the right side. Gives up possession, and Troy's got a throw. Futsal Factory goalkeeper with ball in hand. Got another throw in here for Futsal Factory on the right side. Fetsal Factory going for a long ball up the field. Does not find his forward, but the defensive header sticks with the Fetsal Factory midfielder, and they've got possession again, driving into the box. Fetsal Factory looking for an equalizer on the left side of the box, deep near the end line. Lays it off. Here comes the cross. Top of the six. Headed away by Troy defender. Fetsal Factory back in possession here at half. Again, looking for that left side, which is where they've had the majority of their chances. They just keep driving the ball in on the dribble into the box, and they do so again. Saves it. Here comes a cross. Across the top of the six. We got a loose ball, and Troy clears it away again. This lead is looking shakier and shakier as the half rolls on. 87th minute. And Futsal Factory is starting to hum. Here comes a cross. Just too far in front of their forwards. And claimed by Troy's goalkeeper. And he's just going to slow this one down a little bit. Catch our breath. Long ball skims off the kneecap of Futsal Factory. We've got another throw for Troy, and they are in no hurry to get this back in play. We need to slow this game down and regain our composure. Some questions about the ball. I don't know. Troy forward gets dragged down. Smart professional foul there to take by Futsal Factory. Far enough out where it doesn't really have too much danger associated with it, but we do have a Troy free kick all the way over by the sideline here. Troy's captain's going to send this one in, looks like. Long ball into the box. Flicked on by Futsal Factory defender and rolls out for a Troy corner. Setting up for a corner on the right side. Going to be an in-swinger. Going to take it short, and we're in play. Little early to do corner play. Tries to knock it off the foot of the Futsal Factory defender, but he's smart to it. Leaves it. Quick goal kick, and we are back in play here from Futsal Factory. They drive it up to half. Again, finding a Troy defender, but it trickles back into Futsal Factory's possession. They're looking to probe up the left side. We're closing in on the 90th minute. You have to assume there's going to be some added time as Futsal Factory, again, just walking into the box. Long shot, 25 yards out, through traffic. Goalie sees it the whole way through, and Swancut scoops that one up. You have to say there's probably going to be a few minutes of extra time here, since we've seen 3 goals and a couple yellow cards, injury. Probably going to be 2 to 3 minutes. We have been playing for 90 minutes here at the Hawk. It is 2-1. Troy United, that 1-point lead, but not comfortable. These last 20 minutes have been dominated by Futsal Factory. And they're driving another long ball right up the gut. Swancut comes way outside of his box to clear that one free, not taking any chances. And on-rushing Futsal Factory striker sniffing around. And they're driving it back up the middle. That pass is a little too heavy. This one goes out for a throw, and not many opportunities left here for Futsal Factory. That ball rolls and rolls and rolls down the track. Troy United looking to seal the deal here. Up 2-1. All 3 goals coming from in the second half. They play a long ball up the left side, and goalie comes way out to clear that. Here comes Futsal Factory, right side, got some space. Trying to get into that box in the danger zone. Cutting it over to the left foot. Right-footed shot, 25 yards out. Not enough on it. Gets picked off by Troy United defender, but ball's back in possession. Futsal Factory coming in from the left. Little in and out, left-footed cross. Finds their left mid. Futsal Factory still in the box. Sniffing around. Trying to find him. Finds a player right in the middle. Shot. Big save. Oh. Futsal Factory with a one-timer from the PK spot. Strong save, though, from the keeper to keep that one out and keep the lead. Really, really dangerous moment here as we're in the dying embers of this match. And Troy forward, Salvatore Thompson, steps back to defend and launches it as far away as physically possible. Unfortunately, for Troy United, we have more than one ball, and the corner is already set. It's going to be an in-swinger from the left side, right-footed. Again, finds another Futsal Factory player, and that's going to be the game. Not for lack of trying, Futsal Factory falls to Troy United 2-1.